Hi, today I want to talk to you about making bezels out of copper pipe, but with a difference. I think everybody knows how to make circular bezels like these out of a copper pipe. Simply slice off a piece of copper pipe, deburr it, clean it, attach some kind of a bail. This is a very simple one with just a wire, and you're ready to go. This one has already got a base layer of resin in it and is ready for embedding. That's all well and good, but what if you want a different shape, not a circular shape? Well, the obvious thing is to squash the circular shape, and this is one such. You can already see the problem in that the squashing is not always symmetrical. So I can use it this way, but I couldn't, for instance, attach the bail here because it would not be symmetrical and it would look awful. To get it nice and symmetrical within reason is actually quite difficult. The squashing does not often apply the same force, and the metal doesn't behave the same way on both sides. So squashing is not the way. Stretching it this way is a good way, but then you have to be able to get in, and you have to make a little jig of two half round mandrels, which will then expand, and you have to expand them in line. So it's not actually as simple as all that. So what if you want a square one like this one, or even a triangular one? Well, this is something I would like to talk to you about and show you a neat trick that I discovered. I'm not aware of it being described anywhere else, although I'm quite prepared to accept that there are many people who know this already. So here is a tool I bought almost by accident. It was very cheap on sale, I think, in Lee Valley, and I bought it because I thought it might be useful to hold some of the irregular shapes I was working with at the time, and that's exactly what it's designed for. It's a little vise with 4 pins which you can reposition anywhere you like, and you can use it to hold things of irregular shape or regular shape, whatever you like, and then work on it in this sort of way. By accident I found that it actually works the other way too, that if you put these 4 pins inside the shape and then open up the vise, it stretches the shape into whatever shape these pins are set at. So I thought this was quite useful, and I investigated it further and found that it actually works. So here are 3 blanks that I cut from a 3/4 inch copper pipe, and I prepare them to use with this tool. First of all, I won't insult you by teaching you how to cut thin slices of a copper pipe. There are many videos out there which will teach you how to do that. There are a few important things that you need to do once you have cut the slice. One is to deburr it carefully, because even if you leave a small amount of burr, it's going to play havoc with expanding the shape. Interestingly, this is one of the times when you might actually find this tool useful to hold your blank. Let me get this right. If you hold it oops. It's all very simple when you're not doing it for camera. So here you see how the blank is held. If you move it up a bit, and hold it. It's actually a pretty useful tool to hold and then work your deburring tool around inside, if you're not blessed with a big 3-jaw chuck like I have for this kind of job. So once you have deburred it, you really want to clean it, at least inside. The outside can wait, but the inside, if you need to clean it then, because once you have sharp corners, those corners are going to be difficult to get into. And thirdly, you need to anneal it. Now this is an M-type pipe, which is the thinnest wall pipe available commercially, and even that needs annealing to allow for the shape stretching to be problem free, so you don't develop cracks and bends where you don't want them. Again, I'm sure you know how to anneal copper. It's a fairly common process. So let's say we want a nice square, or shall we say oblong shape for this. So I set my pins where I want them. Make sure it's all pushed well down onto the plane of the tool, and then just tighten the screw. Now you can already see that we've got a reasonably decent square shape. If you want to tighten it a bit further, do this carefully, because you can see that you're putting strain on the tool. I mean, this tool was not designed for this, I'm well aware of it, but I'm not using it for anything else now. So gently, carefully stretch it. That's probably enough. And voila, you have a nice square a bezel. All you need to do is now find the center here maybe, and either solder or punch it and drill it and put a wire bail in there, whatever you please. Doing these another way would of course be getting a strap of the same length and then molding it around the mandrel and then soldering it. I find that that's actually not as easy as people make out, and I found that this is a much quicker and probably more reliable in my hands. You can have a look at doing a triangle. This is probably gonna be too big, but I don't know. Yeah, that's not bad. So we're doing a triangle now. That looks pretty good. And here you have a here you have a nice triangular bezel. Again, probably this is the best place to put your bail, but I don't know, I think you will find it difficult to produce anything better in such a short space of time. So thank you for watching, and I hope you found this useful. As a final note, I should say that this tool could be easily reproduced if you have a vise. Each vise usually has jaws which can be replaced, so if you modify the jaws, drill a set of holes, put pins in it, you could do this with an ordinary table vise and make your own tool like this. I just found that this was so cheap I probably could not have reproduced it for the same price. So, thank you again.